Hey everybody, we are now starting our online class for the capstone. So welcome. I hope that you are enjoying ACPA for those of you that are going to ACPA. So for this week, we are reading or beginning to read this book, Debunking the Myth of Job Fit, focusing on the first half of the book. So we're going to really look at chapters 1 through 5. What I would like for you to do this week is to get into groups, virtual groups, and discuss a particular chapter that you have been assigned. So on the lesson that you have available on Sakai, there's a nice chart. It tells you what chapter you have been assigned. Ann and Caitlin lucked out. I did not assign them a chapter. They can choose which one they want. And that was completely random. I just went alphabetically picking, and then they were at the end of the alphabet. So congratulations, Ann and Caitlin. So read your chapter. I would like for you to read all 5 chapters, but for this particular assignment, I would like for you to focus on the chapter that you were assigned and do a 5 to 8 minute video that you post on YouTube and make available for the rest of your class. Here's some things that I hope that you might consider for your video. First, give me like 60 seconds, no more than 60 seconds, of a summary of what you think the intentionality of the chapter was. About 60 seconds. I think this chapter focused on this, this, and this. Okay? After that, provide maybe a quote or a particular section that you thought was really interesting, that resonated with you, that really gave you something to think about and to chew on. Could be something that you were frustrated with or something that you felt really spoke to where you are right now in your own professional development. So after that, maybe pose some questions or some ideas moving forward that could help move beyond the content of the chapter. That might be another thing to think about. 5 to 8 minutes does go pretty fast. It seems like quite a bit, but once you get going, it goes pretty fast. So I suggest that before you start recording yourself, that you make some notes, highlighting the things that you really want to focus in on, and maybe practice or do a dry run before you do the actual record the button thing. All right, so you post your video. That's step 1. Step 2 is then you watch someone else's video from the same group that you've been assigned. So if you've been assigned chapter 1, watch somebody else's that was also assigned chapter 1. I think it'd be kind of cool for you to see how they responded and reacted to the chapter. So you can provide your comments. And then your third task is to respond or to watch the video and respond to someone else whose chapter you did not review. So let's say you did chapter 1, you can review chapter 3 or chapter 5, whichever one you think you really want to look into and see what they thought. I have a little bit more details as to how to do all of this in the forums section. The forums section on Sakai is where I'm also asking you to post those YouTube videos and to provide your comments. So after watching this video, I hope that you go to the forum section and see what steps need to be taken. All right. I think that gives you a little bit of a review of what your job is for this week. And I think one thing before I let you go is that I just wanted to make sure that you all got a sense of why I picked this book. Well, first of all, it's brand new, and I'd love to see what your thoughts are about this book. And second of all, I think it's a completely different way of looking at professional development than several of the books that you can see back here, several of the books that I have about the job search and preparing for professional development. I think it takes a very different take, and I'd love to hear what your thoughts are about it. All right, that's it for this week, and we'll be talking to you next week. Bye.